The Talksport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the Talksport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search Talksport Fan Network.
Why are AFC Bournemouth going to beat Liverpool this weekend? We will win this game, and I've never been more confident. But why should I be? At the end of the day, Liverpool are top of the league. They've lost 3 games all season, once in the top flight, once in the Champions League, when they'd already secured one of the top 2 places in the new league format in the competition. And of course, against Spurs in the Carabao Cup, which they may still overturn. They are still on course for the quadruple. They're miles ahead of Arsenal, miles ahead of everybody else as well. So why am I so confident? Now, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the bell button beforehand, and do leave in the comments below what you think to this video. Even if you're a Liverpool fan, it will be great to hear your thoughts. Also, here is a little bit about our sponsor, Dental on the Banks. To find out more about them, visit dentalonthebanks.co.uk. So, of course, Onslaught took over from Jurgen Klopp, the great entertainer, the man who was so highly thought of at Anfield, the man who could do no wrong, the man who had the biggest shoes to fill. And Onslaught has come in, filled them, and looks to be taking Liverpool to their 2nd Premier League title. Of course, the first time round, COVID hit, and they couldn't really celebrate it as much. But by God, they will celebrate this one if they do win it, which it's very, very likely that they will do. Unless AFC Bournemouth do a Leicester and win it, and, then, hey, we're all partying and I'm running from Bournemouth all the way up to Newcastle next season in the Nudie or in a pair of Speedos. Nobody else wants to see that. But Liverpool are there for a reason. Now, like I say, Jurgen Klopp was the great entertainer at Anfield. And after January, it kind of went off the boil. After his announcement, it kind of heads dropped, it seems. Fatigue kicked in and Liverpool succumbed the top flight trophy, finishing 3rd when they were top for a large portion of last season. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to happen this year. However, Bournemouth will win this game, and I'll tell you exactly why. Onslaught, firstly, though, has made Liverpool a lot more stable. Gone has been the flowing, fast, action-paced game that Jurgen's teams were well known for. Jurgen was a great entertainer. It was a case of how entertaining could Liverpool make themselves look. Arne has pulled it back a little bit and made it a little bit more sensible. It's Their approach now is a little bit more controlled. They still got the speed moving forwards, but it's speed with that control. They won't just run after the ball, they won't just chase. They are playing very, very well in the top flight, as their position suggests. They're a force in Europe. Of course, they rested most of their players, and that is a massive compliment to Andoni Iraola and the AFC Bournemouth side that they would rest pretty much their whole starting 11 against PSV in the Champions League because they've got little old Bournemouth to visit this weekend. Now, how are we going to win this game? Now, of course, we have got two stalwarts in the back of the defence who are going to be keeping Mo Salah quiet. Now, Mo has been excellent and on great form this season, but Ilya Zabanier and Dean Howson will have done their homework. They will know where Mo is running. They will know what his position is going to be like. They will be watching him like a hawk. On the left-hand side, Milos Kerkez will get forward, but I think he will keep himself probably a little bit deeper than normal, just to make sure that when Liverpool do attack with pace, let's be honest, they do it better than Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, or whoever else we played. Yeah, sorry, Everton, they do it a lot better than you as well. We are ready for them. But we will dictate the way we play this game. We will play the high press. Both Semenyo and Brooks will put real pressure on that Liverpool back line, which is possibly where they're at their weakest. Virgil van Dijk has been excellent so far this season, and he's really, really shone. He's back to his best, but on either side of him and on those that left back and right back position, there is still possibly some questions about Liverpool, and that is where Semenyo and David Brooks will target. Now, of course, Liverpool good all over the pitch, and the midfield will be a key area as well. I'm sure Ryan Christie will have something to say about that. The Duracell bunny who keeps running and running and running and running will not stop, and he will make sure that the tackles are coming in, they're coming in hard but fairly, and Liverpool are thwarted at any possible opportunity to get through the middle. Liverpool's best chances of getting us at us is possibly on the wings, but of course you have got Lewis Cook, who will be playing in that right back position, and of course on the left hand side, Milos Kerkez will be making sure that they can't get through. And Justin Kluivert, of course, on fantastic form, he will be making sure that he can follow it up, and maybe an early goal again from Justin will settle the nerves in this match. Dongo or Dango, however you want to call him, or however you want to pronounce his name, has been excellent since he's been put in that position. On the left-hand side of midfield, in that role where he's pushing forwards, you could say that sometimes his passes would go a little bit too long, or a little bit too short, or his pass might be go away. However, Dongo in that forward line position is looking better than he ever has done for AFC Bournemouth. And the threat that he offers with his link up play with Justin Kluivert will be something that Liverpool will have to think about strongly. And that is where the key is going to lie. With David Brooks and Semenyo down those wings, whereas Justin Kluivert maybe dropping back a little bit deeper with Dongo moving backwards and can get forwards at pace. Those two have got a great partnership going on, Kluivert and Dongo Watara. This could be a game that will really be a spectacle for football fans. Why it's not on the TV, I don't know. However, this one will be good. Liverpool are nothing to be sniffed at, as we know. And as I spoke about in my preview with Peter Hooton from the farm, go check that out as well on the channel. This is probably Bournemouth's hardest test yet, but it's also Liverpool's. Some people have mentioned that we could be favourites for this match because it's at Dean Court. Yes, We might not have been favourites if it was at Anfield, but at Dean Court, we do have a real threat. And here's another statistic as well. Liverpool and Arsenal have both conceded more goals in the Premier League than AFC Bournemouth at home. In fact, every single team in the league has conceded more goals than AFC Bournemouth at home. And that shows what Dean Howson, Ilya Zabania, of course, Senesi as well, who is out injured, Kirkes, Adam Smith, and of course now Lewis Cook have been doing. They've been doing an outstanding job for this football club, and long may it continue. Can we beat Liverpool? There is the big question. Personally, I think we will do. I think we will play Liverpool off the park like we did Nottingham Forest. There will be fear from them that we will do the same to them as we did to Newcastle. We did to Forest. I've done to so many teams as well. We went up to Manchester United. Manchester United might be nowhere near as good as Liverpool, but we were outstanding. We should have won by more. Let us know what you think, Liverpool fans. Can you see AFC Bournemouth winning this game? I am pretty confident going into this one. And that is a crazy statement to make, considering how good Liverpool have been all season long. And that we, AFC Bournemouth, are a side full of youngsters, full of potential, but still a lot smaller club than the Reds. Like I say, let us know what you think, but up the cherries and let's go and pull off one of the results, not just of this season, but in our history against the runaway leaders, both in the Premier League and, of course, they've ran away with it in Europe as well. Thanks for joining us. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. See you soon. Up the cherries.
The Talksport Fan Network.
The ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Want authentic supporter insight on all things Bournemouth? Follow Up the Cherries in all departments on the Talksport Fan Network.
Club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Search Talksport Fan Network.